Welcome back to Weekend Smiles. So our next guest took time out during the height of the pandemic and made an entire film dedicated to how much he loves Jamaica. Filmmaker and proud Jamaican JP Williams, alongside lead actor in the film, Junior Congo Man Robinson, are here to talk about their project, I Love Jamaica. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bless.
Now, let me start with you, JP. This film was shot about 6 years ago in COVID. Why shoot when we were supposed to be on lockdown?
Well, I just got that inspiration, It gave me a lot of time to reflect on what my true purpose was. And that's really about capturing messages from the heart. And why not, Why not just pull up in a bus with all of your friends and go shoot some content? To me, that was the best way to spend my time.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about what is I Love Jamaica all about.
So I Love Jamaica is really a story about finding oneself. It reminds us that in the darkness, there's always light. And we're blessed to live in a country that millions of people spend millions of dollars to visit. And so this film is not just about our beauty, but also about the healing and restorative properties of our natural attractions. And that's what this film encourages every Jamaican to do, is take advantage of the beaches, of the rivers, go there and just let Mother Nature heal you.
Okay. And Congo Man, is this your first film?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. So tell me about your experience, working on the I Love Jamaica film.
Okay, well, I loved it because it was different. As JP said, it was like in the height of the pandemic. So to be like filming when literally there was like you could count on your fingers how many people were on the road, it gave a sense of like difference, to view the whole feel of acting and representing the culture, from my eyes. So I give thanks for experience like that.
Okay, and you mentioned that, it was a time where a lot of persons, they were on lockdown, but of course you'd only see like one or two people on the road. Like, What else was different during that time for you?
Okay, well, just the mindset and the feeling, of belonging. And I hold this film very close to my heart because, like, it means freedom. And in that time when we were faced with so many challenges, especially mentally first and foremost, to be involved in this film, it felt like a breath of like expressing one's true inner self, falling out of like the regular day-to-day activity and just going,
Okay. JP, what were some of the challenges you faced while filming?
Not having too much fun. There were no challenges really. It was really a blessing to film this. As I said, we were with our friends. We were in some of the most beautiful locations across Jamaica. So I would say the challenges came in the editing process when we had to break down the footage and really just make it an 8-minute piece, because it could have easily been an hour long.
Okay, and do you have plans to do anything additional with the rest of the footage? Because, if you have so much content and you only, cut it down to 8 minutes, do you have any additional plans for the rest of the content?
Well, I would love to shoot another project. I'd love to shoot a feature film with JR, Out of Many One People, and extend the story, just expand it, show different stories, different ways of life, and really let it be an ode to our legacy.
Oh, wow. I mean, these clips are absolutely beautiful. Where was this shot?
This is at YS Falls. We went to Duns River. We went to Bamboo. This is Reggae Falls. We went all over the island. We spent many days, well over a week, just traveling to different attractions. The beauty was that they were all closed down, and so there were no tourists there. And we were given this opportunity to capture them in their true beauty.
Yeah, most definitely. Why did you decide to release it now?
Well, the 5-year anniversary was coming up last year, 2025, and I thought that would be a great time. And then in light of Melissa, a lot of these locations were destroyed by the hurricane. And so I released a promo a few days after the hurricane, and the reception was amazing. You know, people needed that kind of positive reinforcement because most of the stuff we were seeing were negative, you know? And I was like, you know what, let's just get it out there. Let me not worry about perfection. Let's just lead with pureness, you know? And I think the pureness will shine.
Most definitely. And Congo Man, for you, what was your favorite part about filming I Love Jamaica?
Well,
Or even location?
I wouldn't be able to like pick out one specific location, to be honest, you know, because all locations were just as serenic as the next one, and I just love all the process, the time we put in place, the people, one or few people we met along the way. So the whole fullness of the film, you know, I can't take aside one piece. It was just a blessing to be a part of it.
I can just imagine. And what is next for you, though, Congo Man? Because not your first film. So tell me, what else you have in store?
Well, otherwise from a model, I'm also a model. I'm also an actor. No, otherwise from an actor, I'm also a model, I should say. So I have like my clothing line coming out, Society Reject, and I'm a creative director for a brand called Conscious. So just more on the front scene, more acting gigs, more modeling.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And you've been balancing the acting with the modeling and, you know, directing and all of that. You know, tell me, what would you say you enjoy the most?
Okay, what I enjoy the most? Just creating.
Just creating.
Yeah.
And JP, for you now, where can people find it and support it?
Yeah, man, please find it on YouTube. I Love Jamaica, Archival 8. We have an exclusive merch line that was released alongside the film. I'm super excited about that. That's found at archival8.com. Support us. We're independent filmmakers and we're representing Jamaica.
All right. Thank you so much, JP and JR, for joining us this morning. It was a pleasure speaking with you guys, and we're looking forward to watching I Love Jamaica. All right, guys, we just heard from them, but we've got even more Jamaican-ness on the other side of this break. Stick and stay. Don't go anywhere.
And I'm going out and coming in. Never leave by Jaja. I keep me far from